Hey everybody, it's Rodney Rissanen for another episode of Rodney's Life Lessons. I feel the need to create a video specifically regarding the fear mongering that's overwhelming everybody through the media, and there's just so many ways that they're trying to get people to live in a state of fear, which really is detrimental to our health, our mental health, our economy, our family. Before I became a spiritual man, I was into anonymous and anarchist. And I discovered that pretty much everything is a lie that they present to us. And also how I was being emotionally manipulated when I was parts of these organized, like I would be part of Cop Watch and stuff like that. And when you continually watch, cops shooting an innocent family pet and strangling people, it affects you emotionally. You get into a state of anger. And this is a very lower vibrational state, just like the fear that they're doing now. The latest is this solar eclipse with FEMA doing this and state National Guard rolling out. Without naming any names, my wife's boss was in a meeting with her and her staff, and they said, "Should we come in Monday because this is the day of the eclipse?" This is to a degree that you really shouldn't allow the government to bring you to. There, again, being part of Anarchist and Anonymous, there's been so many times where I've seen the government, FEMA, saying, "Oh, you need to stockpile this. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. La, 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 la." They really want you living in fear. Because when you're living in fear, you're easy to manipulate. This is the thing. You go to your reptilian brain and it's survival knee-jerk reaction. And you're not logical. You don't think through things, you just do what's told. It's kind of like the pandemic and the way they say, "Oh, you're gonna die, everybody's gonna die." And people, they obviously touched a nerve where people don't want to die, right? And see, one of the big things about all of this is a spiritual walk. Now, if you are grounded in your spirit, in your walk, in your relationship with a higher power, call that what you want, then these things don't and shouldn't affect you. Because what you realize is this is God's will. This is Creator's will. Allah, Buddha, Muhammad. This is meant to happen. And when you understand that, you realize that you have to be now in a position ready for whatever does happen. Like I've been going through a lot of learning lately, and a lot of spiritual and physical conditioning. And it's a natural progression, and it's what is being asked of me, and it's where my intuition is telling me to focus. So I will be ready. I will be there, and potentially as a guide and someone that can help if anything does happen. For one, we're not going to have tanks rolling down the streets. We're not going to have countries invading us, but they want to try and make us think this. The whole Texas border things and, civil war. It's, even if these things do happen, being in a state of panic and fear is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you or your spouse or your children. You're still going to have to do your 9 to 5. You're still going to have to go to work, provide for your family. It won't get to a point, and they're trying to make us, they're pushing hard, like Bill Gates buying up all the farmland in Oregon. They're shutting down, saying mom and pop farmers are endangering the public. But we can't get caught up in this stuff. We can't, it will come to a head. See, the thing is, and my mentors helped me to see this, in order for the evil to be exposed, it needs to come to a head, right? So it'll come to a point where there's so many bad things seemingly going on that people they wake up. They realize our governments don't have our best interest at hand. This is, our Constitution and our Charter of Rights is not being recognized and respected and honored. And there will come a point where those in power have pushed too far, they've overstepped their boundaries too widely, that the people will just say no more. No more. And being in a state of fear is going to feed what they're trying to do. We need to be calm and peaceful and uplift our brothers and sisters to help get through these times, because some people won't be as grounded, as focused, as centered as we try to be. And it is our duty, I was going to say job, it is our duty to help those people that are struggling emotionally, mentally, with what's going around in the world. Be the grounding source in their life. Be that anchor, be that lighthouse, that beacon that they can come to for support, to calm them down, to ease their minds. And for God's sakes, turn off your news. Throw that TV out, or get rid of your cable TV subscription. News, there was a person visiting from China, and they said to their friend, they said, "You watch the news? In our country, we know that's propaganda. This is what the government is trying to force on its people, and we ignore that." And yet so many people in North America, they worship the man on the TV, they worship their 6 o'clock news, and we're being manipulated. Social media was actually charged for emotional manipulation. When I was emotionally manipulated on Facebook after all that cop watch stuff, because I got very angry. And I went through all of my feed, all of my groups, and I unfollowed and left groups. So now my feed is positive, encouraging, uplifting, that bring me to a better place in my own mind and my own soul and my own heart. I encourage each of you to do the same. Stop watching this fear-mongering. Pick up a really good spiritual book. Go for a walk. Don't read the newspaper. It's all lies, you guys. It truly is. They're just trying to manipulate because they have an agenda. We don't have to play along. By you adding the fear, it's helping to manifest that which they're trying to produce. So instead, be the light, be the love, be the rock that the world needs. We truly are needed. We've been taught and chiseled and shaped for these times. It's an exciting time. There's a lot of change going on. Our parents and grandparents, they didn't get to experience the changes that we're going to see. This is an opportunity for things to become better. We just need to focus on that good, on that light that will prevail. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this message. Take care. Bye.